Hey everyone. Okay, we're pretty much done for the day. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. We weren't able to get anything back in here. It's way too dark outside, but as you can see, the floor is done. All that back there is spray foam. I also use silicone around the edges. There's just a small gap. I hate having stuff fall down in cracks, so I just chose to use spray foam and silicone. See, all the blue wood's done. I had to stop it right there because there's a piece of 2x4 that goes on its flat all the way up, just giving the OSB on the back wall a little bit of extra support. But pretty much done. Actually, the framing's all done. Got the spot for the air conditioner done up there. Just gotta cut the hole, which won't be done until the spring. Everything across the front's done. The pieces in front of the windows. I had to move the wires because I wasn't about to do wiring yet. I didn't want to shut the power off because we were using an electric heater out here. We ran out of propane. So I had to just run the wires on the inside. Except for one, which wasn't quite long enough, because I put these two uprights on the bottom plate first, and then I tap them into place. So those are just there to give a little bit extra support. Just got to finish the silicone across the front here. Do that tomorrow. It's got a little bit too cold for it to set up properly. But all these are done. I hammered them all into place, nice and tight, so it keeps all the framing really nice and tight in here. So pretty much the reason why we didn't finish yesterday is two reasons. We ran out of boards and we ran out of screws. And unfortunately I had to go to Lowe's today to get screws and the boards. The reason why I say unfortunately Lowe's for screws, I hate buying screws from Lowe's or Home Depot, because this is pretty much all they sell them in is these tubs. They're number 8, 3-inch. That's how many they came in here. This thing here was like 30 bucks. I'd rather go to a hardware store. This is why I like regular hardware stores, family-owned businesses. You can buy a bag like this. You can pick out how many you want. This bag initially had almost 200 or 300 screws in it. Wanna know what I only paid for that? I only paid $6. So, unfortunately, the hardware store wasn't open today. I wasn't unable to get there yesterday. That's why I hate Lowe's, because I got 350 screws. But I paid like 5 times as much because this was like 35 bucks plus tax for this tub. This one here was only 6 bucks plus tax for practically the same amount. So it's a ripoff. When you go to Lowe's, Lowe's is definitely a ripoff. Also, for the planks, the hardware stores, these planks were cheaper. They were about 3 bucks a piece at Lowe's, 8 foot by 1/2 inch thick by 6 inches wide. Hardware store, they're only, I think I priced them out for about 2 bucks. Lowe's was 3 bucks. If I would have known, I would have went to the hardware store and got these all at the hardware store as well. But I figured get them at Lowe's, because Lowe's was cheaper to pull the trailer to Lowe's, or easier to pull to Lowe's than it was to pull it all the way to the hardware store, because we just dropped the trailer off, went and got screws, joist hangers. Another thing was the joist hangers. They were almost 4 or 5 bucks a piece at Lowe's. Hardware store, 59 cents. Like, I know Lowe's has to stay in business, but that much of a price gouging? These are on 2x6, or these were on double 2x6 joist hangers. I used double 2x6s, and then I come down to the size I needed. So that just shows you right there. Heck, they were 3-4 times as much at Lowe's than they were at the hardware store. Maybe they weren't 5 bucks, but some of the brackets they had in there were almost 5 bucks a piece. They were either 3 to 5 a piece. I don't quite remember, but really Lowe's, and this goes with Home Depot. They're ripoffs. They're trying to shut down like the smaller hardware stores, but smaller hardware stores you get the better deals. Very seldomly you can ever get a deal at Lowe's or Home Depot. Guys, support the small stores. That's my little rant for today. Support the small stores. Don't always support Lowe's. Don't always support Home Depot. They're not looking out for your best interest. At the smaller stores, like they say always on the commercials, they're helpful people and they're homeowners themselves. At Lowe's, heck, I was able to get a board cut. I was happy I was able to get it cut. This one here, I had to get it rip cut. I ended up cracking it, putting it in right here, but it's not a huge deal because that patio stone was lifted. It cost $1 for them to cut it, so it wasn't too bad. But at the hardware store, they would have did it as well. But to get this cut, I had to wait almost 15 minutes to wait for somebody to come around to cut it. At the hardware store, there's guys out in the yard. Everybody out in the yard knows how to use the equipment. Boom, it's done. And the thing is with Lowe's, I heard employees just talking and laughing and carrying on with customers, not even doing their jobs. Hardware store, boom, they're doing their job. They know what they're doing. And it's a much friendlier environment. They actually know what they're talking about most of the time at the hardware stores as well. Other than at Lowe's. Because at Lowe's, they do a little bit of training. It's pretty much the same as Canadian Tire, in my opinion. It's almost as bad as Canadian Tire in there. Every 2 seconds, you could hear the bing, help needed, and wherever. Oh, help needed, and wherever. And same as at Canadian Tire. If you guys know how Canadian Tire is, you always hear those things going off. People needing help somewhere or another. Sure, yes, it was a Sunday, but it was just as bad there when we went there 2 weeks ago when we bought the boards. So that's my rant. Yes, these ones are a different color. These were actually cheaper and more on sale than these ones were. These ones were on sale. So I'm pretty sure I paid $3 to $4 a piece for these. They were on for $2 now. So I kind of wish I would have waited, but if I would have waited, it would have been too late, and I would have been 2 more weeks behind. And we did get snow last night, so I guess that's my somewhat short video, a little over 6 minutes, and my little bit of a rant for today. Guys, remember, support the smaller stores. They are looking out for your best interest. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep a redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.